The 1000th Grand Prix in history then is underway, and it's a lightning start from pole position in Moto3 for Yuma Sasaki. Moreira's got away well too from the middle of that front row. Holgado trying to sweep on the inside line ahead of his championship rival. Holgado will go through, but Sasaki will lead into Dunlop chicane for the first time. Here comes Holgado. This has been brilliant. The World Championship leader already in P1.
No movement forwards yet for Ortola or Masia starting from the back, and the second row, they are still where they were in 6th and 7th. Artigas looks like he's getting aggressive already. He started this race in 8th. That's exactly where he was, but he was looking like he was about to get at the inside of Ivan Ortola. Sasaki already shaping for a move on Holgado. Sasaki immediately into the lead at Garage Vert. He feels he's got the pace to lead this race, so he wants to lead as early as possible. Holgado's desperate to make sure he doesn't.
We're looking back then from the race leader, Holgado, to the poleman, Yuma Sasaki. Minio's gone down. Andrea Minio then, who was he'd just done a personal best lap to try and hunt down Xavier Artigas in 8th place, but Minio has bitten the dust, so his proud point-scoring record here in Le Mans has ended.
He's also down at the S-Blow. Fastest lap of the race this time to Ryusei Yamanaka, a 1:42.054. So the two Gas Aspar riders have certainly got the race pace, haven't they, at this stage? Keep your eye the back of the picture, or they're going to come into the front of the picture now, and the rear comes round by the looks of it there on Andrea Minio, who tumbles off into the gravel trap.
Holgado just running towards the inside line there, just defending again from Sasaki. Sasaki's sat in 2nd place since the 3rd corner of this Grand Prix, hasn't he? He's not, well, Onju's not been able to find a way through. Moreira's gone down. That's crash number 4 then of the weekend for Moreira. Where's that bike going? Luckily it's going to halt. It won't skip back onto the line into Recordamon. That's the first big mistake then of the season for Diogo Moreira. What a chance this is for Holgado to increase his championship lead to over 20 points. Sasaki finally does go to the lead. Sasaki picked up some top speed, picked up some slipstream on that Husqvarna, got through on Holgado. These two will have no idea of all the drama that's ensuing behind them. Holgado back on the inside of Sasaki on the brakes into the Dunlop chicane. Moreira, though, out of contention. Big dramatic end to lap 11 and start of lap 12 here in Le Mans.
The blue touch paper well and truly lit now in this leading group as Holgado once again with that wider line through La Chapelle almost suckers Sasaki in, but Sasaki back down into 2nd place. Masia is through on Ortola now, so he now runs in 4th place as Moreira stomps away from his first DNF of 2023.
What can Masia do about the late braking of Onju into the Garage Vert? Nothing. Onju's so confident in that front end, although he was in a little bit wide there, wasn't he? And I think Masia's going to sweep on through. He does indeed, so that was a mistake going into Garage Vert for Onju. First time he's cracked under that intense pressure. That puts Masia up into 3rd. We have now got this Le Mans Grand Prix very lively indeed. The pace has started to really intensify. We said it was a game of cat and mouse. They've been preserving tyre life here maybe, which you don't see very often in Moto3. Jaume Masia is really now starting to up his game. Through on Sasaki in the Dunlop chicane. That was coming. He just set the fastest lap of this Grand Prix. Confirmation on your screens there, a 1:41.806. Sasaki also set his best lap of the Grand Prix. In fact, the top 5 all did set PB laps. Here we go then. The gauntlet has been thrown down. These boys are going to start going gung-ho now, aren't they, to try and win this French Grand Prix. The top 5 all setting personal best laps. It's game on here in Le Mans. Holgado, he is pulling the pin, a 1:41.681. That is the fastest lap of the Grand Prix from Holgado. Statement lap from him as Sasaki sweeps through. That was a brave move. He's made it work though on Masia going through turn number 2. Masia can't retaliate into the Dunlop chicane. Ortola keeping himself in podium contention here as well. But Holgado starting to eke away at the front. Sasaki senses that. That's why he was eager to get through quickly back on Masia.
Yeah, Sasaki recognised the moment there, recognised that Holgado was starting to check out at the front. He needed to rein him back in as soon as possible. And if you're Jaume Masia, you might be best served just for a lap or so, just to sit in behind Sasaki and see if he's going to bring you back up towards Dani Holgado through the first sector of this lap. They matched each other. The gap remains at 0.4 of a second. Ortola now, if anything, looks as if he's potentially shaping up for a move on Masia.
Looks like Artigas' rear tyre has just gone. He's lost all kind of grip. We saw a few moments ago coming through this turn number 7 where he had the big twitch on the rear tyre. It just looked like he had to work so hard to keep himself in this group. Jaume Masia likewise, he had the big scare there, just trying to get the power on to attack Sasaki on the brakes in the Garage Vert. The twitch on his rear tyre has dropped him, what, 6 or 7 bike lengths back now into Garage Vert.
Sasaki's best shot, I think, is to try and follow Holgado through the Shimano Burfesses, try and carry the corner speed and just send one into the S Blur, if not into Recordamon. If you lead out of the final corner, you should lead across the line. Holgado certainly will, with the acceleration he's got out of the final corner.
Doesn't look like there's going to be 3 on the spin for Ivan Ortola. Time running out for him to make it 3 wins in a row. It's all down now to Holgado versus Sasaki. Can Yuma Sasaki convert his pole into a victory here, or is Dani Holgado increasing his World Championship lead? It's all down to the final corner. Dani Holgado on course here to record in Recordamon Spain's 100th victory in the Moto3 World Championship. Holgado hones in on the finish line. He's the winner here in Le Mans. He wins a classic French Grand Prix. What a way to start the 1000th Grand Prix here at the iconic Bugatti circuit. Holgado takes it by exactly a 10.5. Yuma Sasaki does find his first podium finish of 2023. Great job by him.
But no question who the rider to beat is. Dani Holgado, putting the arm pump aside. He flexed his muscles in Le Mans here this afternoon as he takes his second win of the season.